Welcome, listeners, to the sixth episode of the Aaryan's Musings podcast. Beauty. Is this not one of those everlasting pursuits of humanity? It is. So much so that as I begin with this musing, with everything that's already out there, again it requires of me to reinvent. So let's begin our exploration. Since our genesis, there are two objects that have been in front of us, day in and day out. The sun and the moon. Both these heavenly bodies have spots on their surface. Look at the ones on our moon's surface. They really do make it all the more of a visual delight. There are sunspots too. You can Google them up, but to the human eye they are hidden, rather blindingly. They don't match the raw beauty of the moon either. So what is beauty? A physical appearance or something deeper? Why do we feel more beautiful to ourselves when we complete what we set out for? Or when we succeed? Or more importantly, when we are free of mental chains thrown by people's opinions on us? Deeper it is then. Beauty is the thinnest possible boundary that creates a balance between the medium and its expression. The rainbow is unleashed when sunlight expresses itself through the medium of a raindrop. A natural prism that unlocks the full potential hidden away in plain white sunlight. How amazing it is to think that white light transforms into 7 colors as it dances across the surface of a raindrop. Mesmerizing, isn't it? The raindrop itself is an expression that dances in the medium of the skies. Beauty isn't just appearance. Beauty creates emotions. When raindrops clash in the sky, the picture to us mortals on the ground is fascinating and heady. The darkness is born from the light and it dissipates back into it. The expression expresses itself in the medium. Go higher and the raindrop forms crystals that are so tiny yet the most symmetrical 6-fold sensational products of nature. That kind of precision is surpassed during semiconductor manufacturing. That too with highly complex, controlled environments. On the other hand, nothing could be more open, more exposed, more vulnerable than the sky. Yet, you get such an amazing snowflake out of a simple drop of rain, purely by the laws of physics. Any two snowflakes in the history of snowflakes have never been exactly the same. It's not just an expression, but a lesson in fractal geometry. The sky itself is an expression that waves in the medium called planet Earth. Despite the humongous scale we've now reached at, the medium and the expression here mingle so immaculately that you can't demarcate a boundary. You can feel it, you can see it, but you cannot mark it. For it's a moment there, another moment somewhere. The sky's brilliance is such that it unendingly entertains what it holds, but never fails to protect the stage it dances upon. From ultraviolet rays to gamma rays, from meteorites to solar winds, it's Lord Nataraj personified, the destroyer and protector rolled into one. Beauty is dynamism. The earth itself is a small blue dot suspended in a sunbeam, as Carl Sagan said when he saw Voyager's photograph of the faraway Earth. It isn't the biggest, the hottest, the coldest, most tilted, with the strongest gravity or smallest either. No extremes. Balance. Beauty isn't just simple, transformative, precise, and dynamic. Above all, it is about balance, and life exists in balance. But we still have 2 stages left to go. The solar system itself is an expression that dances across the arms of the Milky Way galaxy. There are billions of stars and planetary systems that grace the galaxy. They don't irk our solar system. There are mighty quasars, black holes, and nebulae. But they fail to elicit a reaction to their complexity from the solar system. Humility. The Milky Way herself is an expression that dances across her existence, her medium, the universe. A medium so vast that makes the word incomprehensible feel oversaturated, like a glass of Coke fizzing out CO2. There are more than 7 billion people, countless raindrops, endless skies, planets, gazillions of solar systems, black holes, nebulae, and a trillion more phenomena, and lastly, billions of galaxies that hold everything we just mentioned. At the end of it all, there's a faint hum, a sound of Om that reverberates across this medium. Imagine if this entity had an ego. You'd be stripped, splattered, sliced, scattered, and serenaded across space and time. We cannot fathom it, we can only nod as we marvel on its idea itself. The fact that we are able to spend 80 years of a healthy life in a medium that is beyond being expressed, even in infinite years as a human being. Now, can you feel the lack of ego? The sheer insignificance of existence and the importance of action. Beauty is eternally selfless, and existence is nothing without action. Beauty is not in existence, it is in existing actively. Suspended in constant action but internally still. A tapestry of endless characteristics suspended in endless mediums and their expressions across space and time. Beauty is what I couldn't fully describe, but what I fully embody within myself. Beauty isn't the painting, but the artist's vision between the strokes. This is the revelation of our lives. It's no more the galaxies that are the expression in the canvas called universe. You are the expression. The rainbow. The darkness of a stormy day. The emptiness of space and the vastness of a galaxy. You are the dancer and this universe is your stage. You are the greatest expression of the universe. The raindrop knows when it has to cease to be one and when it has to launch itself into the river. The river knows when it is time for her to dissolve and be reborn as the sea. The sea lets go of its vastness to again become all but a raindrop in the clouds of vapor in the sky. Beauty is in flexibility, in change. You can go on forever with your flow, but breaking it creates a new flow. So finally, as you crouch on your legs under that cloudy sky, ever so still as a butterfly sits on the palm of your hand, you know you can go on looking at her forever. But you set her free into the universe, your attachments with it. Attraction lies in attachment. Beauty lies in detachment. Hereby I set this musing free into the depths of the universe. Reaching this point asks of you a stickiness which isn't sticky at all, but it cannot be separated with the strongest, sharpest sword. Perseverance, which will be the center of our next musing. Till then, take care. I hope you had a great time today. I'll see you soon. Thank you.